Okay, we are back. I was testing this multi-chat again for me, and it still didn't work, even though I thought I kind of got it. But that's fine. It's whatever. I think what I have now is working fine. So we're gonna play some Magic. I pretty much exclusively play Brawl. Um, these are all my decks that I have built so far. Um, these are decks that I kind of just have bookmarked here almost to like try and say like, hey, I want to build this eventually at some point. Um, yeah, we're just gonna play some Brawl, and I'll just kind of talk through what the deck's supposed to do, my thought processes, stuff like that. Let's go with the deck that I haven't played, uh, the deck I've played the least recently. This is Abzan, kind of like counters with recursion, like sacking and recursion. So Felthar, donning the Abzan. Let me bring her up. Okay, I guess I can't do it from here. This is a decent starting hand. I'd like one or two more creatures, but I think I'll just keep it. So Felthar 3/3 trample. Whenever they enter or attack, I may sack in on land permanent. When I do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. So the idea is to kind of I have a number of guys that can return themselves, or like I'll have other types of recursion like virtue persistence. So I can just keep. Oh, okay. Well, that's annoying. That was very well done by them. I don't know if they knew how good that was, but good on them. Yeah, basically just trying to bring back little dudes that I can sack over and over again with Felithar. There's no reason to kill the freebooter myself, so I'll just leave that there. Let me. I'm guessing they're missing land. Let me move the logo. I'll just tuck it in the corner here. You don't need to see me clicking that I'm done with my turn and stuff like that. Let's just go with a forest, just because I don't want to give. I mean, he already has. Doesn't matter. I'll just get Felthar out. It's still gonna ask me that because technically I can sack Felthar to themselves. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to recur them anytime soon, so that's fine. I'll play the Urborg. Could Guardian Project. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Guardian Project. And next turn, I'll play either Beseju or whatever land I might draw. Okay, or they can just remove everything I play. That's always fun too. I'll just Beseju. Do I just Kura here? No, I'll Falthar. Oh my god. I want to scream, but I won't, because it'll very much hurt your ears. God. You're just like no fun. Yeah, let's pick her up for defense. And if they kill Kara, I just get 3 lands, right? 3 lands. Then I go to the battlefield or hand? Hand. I know you just want to treasure and scry one, so I'll let you. Yeah. Gamer is gonna game. Okay. I can Great Henge here. And then Hardened Bonds. I think I'll do that, because it's just good to get Great Henge out. I'll leave Kuro up as a blocker. Alright, what are they tutoring for? They perpetually lose. So they'll be able to swing with Olivia. Okay. I think the play here is hardened scales, branching, and then the pupil. So they'll actually come onto the board with a bunch of counters. Some from Great Henge, some from scales, some from branching. And I will draw a card, yeah. Yeah, we'll just do this. So I'll stack it so the scales goes first. Okay, that's fine. Or the replacement effect. Technically they don't stack. Okay. I really hadn't done the math, so I wasn't sure how many counters I'd end up with. Do I Guide of Souls here, or do I Paladin? What's my life total? I think I do the Paladin. Enter with a bunch of counters, and we go on our way. Black Market. That must have been what they tutored for. Which is an interesting choice. I mean, obviously, it's a good card. But it's not like it's gonna end the game or anything like that. I'll Signet. I will Velthar. think I sack anything here. And then, yeah, just attack. They don't block, they go down to 5? No, 7. Math. Yeah, I think they're kind of shit out of luck here. I don't think there's going to be much they can do here. Unless they have a board wipe. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so I will... Gotta souls first. He's not gonna end up training. Luminous Broodmoth. Dragon Fireblade. Put on Falthar. I will, if I do it untapped, I can just kill the Emeritus. I think I will. Pay the 2 life, Stroke of Midnight, the Emeritus. Yeah. I was gonna swing in, sack, Pupil. The Falthar was gonna end up with a bunch of counters and trample and stuff, and they would have plowed through. Alright. Good first game. I think when I win a game, I'll move on to the next deck. So this is some Admiral Brass Pirates. This is actually another kind of recursion deck. Brass is a 5 cost, Grixis. When she enters, you mill 4, and at the beginning of combat, you bring back a pirate from your graveyard to the battlefield. With a finality counter and their base 4/4, and they have haste. So there's a bunch of like recursion and like making sure I can ditch pirates into my graveyard. Going up against Ragged Draga, who is actually another deck that I have. It's buff mana dorks and then big ass finishers. I'm gonna go get my Triumph. It's gonna be a little bit of a slow start for me here, but that's fine. Ragged Draga can pop off pretty quickly if I'm not careful. Might just Nesting Grounds and then dash Ragavan here. Yeah, I'll do that. Got a treasure. Exile a forest. Alright, we'll surveil. Leave that there. I have a treasure, but I don't want to use it. Let's just go Staunch Crewmate here, because I just want something that will be able to block Ragged Dragon. I don't really care about it dying. Okay. Nature Spiral. Interesting. Alright. I think I Corsair so I can get the treasure and guarantee I can get, or hopefully guarantee that I get brass next turn. I think that's the best play here. We're kind of on defense here. Oh, I should have. This is MDFC. I didn't. I should have played it. That was stupid. His version of the deck is very different from mine. Yeah, I'll block Ragatraga again. Alright, let's play this and pay the 3. Cast brass. Go to combat. Bring back. What should they have? They have 5 right now. So what I can do is bring back Corsair. Oh no, it's other pirates. They won't put themselves. Whatever. That's fine. I still get a treasure at least. Yeah, at least I can ensure that he doesn't get to put a free creature on the board. I think I'm actually gonna play the Scallywag. I'll get a treasure back at the beginning of my end step, because I did mill this turn. Alright, we're recovering here. That's not gonna help. In fact, that's gonna very much hurt. I think that's probably GG. I'm gonna assume that's GG. That is terrifying. So what do they have? They have 17. Well, they have 16 with trample and 3 without trample. Oh, that's GG. Okay. That's fine. We had a slow start. This is usually better when you get a good, like when it plays pretty aggro. When it's playing on the back foot like that, it tends to not be too good. Tends to be much better when you're in the lead. Which never mind. I guess that's kind of like duh. Most decks are better when you're in the lead. Only 2 lands. One of them's a mana confluence, so I'll be hurting myself. I do have the dock side. Which one? Let's try the discard one. Okay. It's not honestly that bad. Facing a discard deck. Okay, this hand's better. Definitely. So here we'll probably Island and then Malcolm. Wing for 2. Now, unless I draw a 3-drop here, I'll just play my Triome. I'll discard this Port Razor. Oh, wait. He's gonna be... nope. I'm not doing this. Nope. Absolutely fucking not. Never mind. That was an absolutely abysmal matchup. If his commander was on the board, my entire deck was just kaput. Like, if it was just discard, that's fine. But when I'm discarding things, I'm putting them into exile. That's no bueno. This is a decent hand if I had one more lane. I'm able to staunch Crewmate and Marauder. This could be a risky keep. I'm gonna risk it. Okay, I got a demo field. So I got a 3rd land at least. That's good. I'm gonna get my Triome. Can demo field hit snow-covered plains? I think it can, right? Oh, no, it says non-basic, and this says basic, so no, I can't hit snow-covered. I'll just staunch Crewmate here, see if I can get a mana rock or something. Forerunner's not bad. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is Forerunner. I'm going to go get Angrass Marauders to put on top. That doubles all damage that I deal. I'll still have a blocker for... Oh, they're going to flash in something. That's fine. I don't care if your mate dies. I don't know, they're just silencing me. That's fine, I guess. Sure, whatever. Things just happen there, but whatever. Light pots is such a fucking nuisance. I don't really care about keeping Forerunner here. So I don't really have any problem blocking. Now my plan was to broadside barrage, draw, then discard the Marauders. So that when eventually I get brass out, I can bring them back for free. Because otherwise they cost 7. I still might do that, but all this open mana is not necessarily scary, just probably going to be a little bit frustrating when I try to this. But if they have a trick up their sleeve, at least I'm forcing them to use it now. Okay, they just waste They just used an aura to try. No, I'm gonna. It's okay. It's less than ideal, but. Alright. Kinda would have been nice to channel Auto Aura and return Light Pause. Bounce Light Pause, but I got it. I need to land. And I'll do Gathering Stone. Gathering Stone, it makes creature types, or creature of the type that I choose, one less. And then I get to look at the top card. If it's a card of the chosen type, I may reveal it and put it into my hand. If I don't put the card into my hand, I may put it into my graveyard. So it's basically surveil, like put it into your hand or surveil it. So what you want to actually do in this deck is, if you do find a pirate, you don't reveal it, and then you put it into the graveyard. And I'm going to surveil him into the grave. Alright, let's just get boys on the board. Actually, let's get the time stream navigator, so. I think I should get City's Blessing here, or am I going to be one short? I want to be one short. Yeah. That's fine, though. Because next turn I'll be able to, like, Siren Storm Tamer. That'll give me City's Blessing. Okay. Not exactly sure why they conceded, but we take those? I don't really feel good about that one. I really don't think that that was a win in my book. So, let's play this deck again, and we have a mirror match. Okay. Interesting. This is a weird hand, but I'm just gonna keep it. I'll Dark Slick Shores first. Then Mountain and Signet. No. Starting Town. Then Signet. Next turn I can play the Blood Crypt tapped. Iron Saboteur is not bad in this deck. A Black Cleave Cliffs here actually instead of the Blood Crypt, since I can. So I have the option to shock it in if I need to. Doing good on mana here. Not doing good on creatures. Working runner, okay. I'm gonna know what most of these cards are. So. because they were either they probably are in my deck, were in my deck at some point, or they're in my other Pirates deck. Which is Captain Howler discard. Like a highly discard focused deck. So here I think I just Mountain and then Brass. Yeah. No, they're not gonna counter her, are they? God. Fine. I'm gonna attack, cause yeah, I mean it's whatever. No. Okay. I'm gonna make the ever so slight mistake that I always make. Actually, oh. They're gonna end up exiling top card of their library, and they're probably not gonna be able to play it. Oh, they will be able to. And they probably will play it. Okay. So the thing is here, I'll be able to board wipe. I'll just Otawara and Singularity Rapture. I'm gonna mill myself half. I'm not gonna mill him half. Because now I just have so many targets for Brass. If she comes into play at all this game. It's a big if. I'm even to cast her next turn if I shock the Blood Crypt in. Or I can have the Crypt enter tapped, play Crucius, and play the boots. I can even equip the boots to Crucius and attack if I want to. Oh, they had reanimate in their hand. They let Brass go to the yard. Oh, no. Dead. Yeah, that I assume they had reanimate in their hand the whole time. Like they didn't just top deck it that turn. Otherwise, that would have been very risky letting Brass go to the graveyard. Struggling with Brass more than I usually do. Brass can be very good in aggro when she wants to be. It's not a bad hand to start. Got a removal. Discard. Kindred Discovery is good in this deck because you have guys enter from Brass's trigger. You're going to be attacking a lot. And then, like, even if you draw too much, you can just discard your pirates and bring them back with Brass. And I can do Arius or a Scallywag. I'll just do Arius because they have Bop. I don't know. That doesn't really make much of a difference. It's not like I would have gotten treasure from Scallywag there or anything. I guess I could have played Scallywag that turn. This next turn coming up. Demand answers discarding Arius. That probably would have been a slightly better play, but eh. Alright, we'll Scallywag here. And then I'll attack with Arius. I'll draw a Psych Rift, which will end up getting discarded. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Oh, I don't think Skywag's gonna trigger. Because it checks if I descend at the beginning when I end step. And the discard happens at the beginning of the end step. So I don't think Skywag's gonna give me a treasure here. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but whatever. Okay. Well, not much I can do about that right now. Depending on what I draw here, I might have to demand answers on big score. No. Here, let's attack with Arius first. Now do I play the Larcenist? And I'll just end up turning Bop into a treasure. It's not really worth it. So I'll just demand answers, discard the card that I'm already going to discard. I'll get a treasure from Scallywag. You'll probably notice I have a very specific way of organizing my hand. Basically goes by ease of casting. Okay, here's a Tali. Okay. That was unfortunate. So ward 7 life. Have the Larcenist to bring back. What do I turn into a treasure? I mean, I think I gotta turn this into a treasure. I'm gonna lose 7 life, but I think that's really my only play. And then swing with these two. Try to get some more damage in. Discard the land, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I don't have a lot of good targets for brass right now. Bloodline Bidding is useless in my hand right now. Um, I have 2 removal spells. I have a big score, so I can ditch Ragavan into the grave and then get him back. And depending on land I draw, if I draw land, depending on what type of it is, I might be able to play both Withering Torment and Bedevil. Probably not, but I might be able to. Just gonna humble the host of Tali. I think I'm kinda screwed here. I mean, I think I'm dead no matter what I do here. Because I have to block. Well, okay. Huh? Huh? Why didn't he just swing with everything? I would have been dead. What is this guy doing? Okay, that's fine. That's his mistake. Not sure why he did that. This is my best play here. So I gotta hope I draw something, a good pirate, that I can discard with big score and then bring back with brass. Essentially is what I'm hoping for. But I don't even really know what is the best thing I could get here. Huh. That's an interesting development. If I could guarantee that I hit with something else. Okay. Alright. Let me cook here. I ditch the brass. Okay, that's not bad. Then what's better here? What's better here? I can do, I'll dash the Ragavan in. And I bring back this brass with the other brass. Now I can swing out. Depends what he blocks here. Okay, that works. I'll be honest, that's not what I was going for. I wasn't necessarily thinking about the kill there. The plan there was to, since I was going to hit with more than, or 3 or more pirates, I was going to be able to steal something at the end of the turn. I would have stolen his Atali, and told him to go fuck himself. I'm not gonna play this deck because I really don't like this deck. Um, I just keep it for when I get white blue daily. I want to make another Azorius deck. I just don't know what that's gonna be yet. So this is Torrens. This is my pet deck. Um, I just love this deck. This is really like the first commander deck that I built. Of course, I built it first on Brawl. It's humans with counters. Torrens. This is a great hand. He's a 3 cost, 1 Selesnya, 2/2 human cleric with training. Whenever I cast a creature spell, I create a 1/1 human soldier creature token with training. I'll tell you what training is in a second here. Training is they get a 1/1/1 counter if they attack. Sorry, I just hit a key button by accident. If they attack with something that has greater power than them, they get a +1/+1 counter. There's 3 trees sitting here. And then I'll just cast Torrens. So this almost has like a white weenie feel to it, but it has counters. So this deck goes wide and tall at the same time, pretty much. Fucking rude. What did I lose? Mentor, Tuskguard, Secret Tunnel. I lost a lot of land. But that's fine. I think I just Earth Crystal here. And then hit for 2 with Torrens. What the fuck is this guy doing? What is this? Is this a Quandrix Mill deck? What is this? Whatever. I'll Augur here. Okay, gonna land from the top. Perfect. And then I'll play the Paladin. I don't know why I just tapped like that, but whatever. So yeah, Augur lets me look at the top card. I can play lands from the top. Then if I have Coven, I can also cast creatures from the top. Inspiring Paladin. During my turn, this guy has first strike, and creatures I control with the counters on them have first strike. Earth Crystal. Green spells 1 less cast. Counters get doubled, and it also has activation pays 6 and tap to distribute 2+1/+1 counters, which actually become 4. Ooh, Hydra Trainer, Poggers. Okay, here I think I'm just gonna activate the Earth Crystal actually. Bop and bop, I guess. I mean, I tapped for the mana. I guess I'll just cast them for the hell of it. I can just sack or kill the Mox Amber. Why not? I'm going to swing with everyone except the Pilgrim here. So since they all attacked with the Paladin who had more power, are each going to get... Normally they get 1 counter, but they got 2 because of the crystal. I don't know why this sounds muffled. That's weird. I really don't know what this deck is supposed to be doing, if I'm being honest. Okay, whatever. I mean, you got a pretty good idea of what that deck is, how that deck is supposed to look. It pretty much just does that. Alright, so let's do some Camellia. Camellia is a Golgari squirrel that cares about food and squirrel tokens and counters. It's a little confusing to try and explain exactly how she works, but I'll just show you. It's a decent hand. So she's 3/3. She has menace. She gives other squirrels menace. Excuse me. As far as whenever I sack one or more foods, I create a 1/1 squirrel, and I can pay 2 in forage, which most of the time for that forage I'll be end up sacking food. Put a +1/+1 counter on each other squirrel I control. If I do sack for the forage, I create the squirrel first from Camellia's trigger, and then they get a counter. So yeah, there's not a ton of squirrels in this deck. I mean, there are some. It focuses a little bit more on food. So you can see like I have Peregrine Took here. There's a decent amount of Lord of the Rings food cards on here. And then there were a few more added from MNT that I put in recently. So I like this deck. I think this is kind of, because I have a version of this built in real life as well. This is another deck that I really like. It's just like kind of, it's a little weird, it's a little out there, but it's not like super confusing really. It's an interesting deck. What is this? Oh, Perforos, interesting. I wonder what they just gamed for. I don't think it's worth killing the banner right now. I think I'll just tuck here. Peregrine's good here because if I can get another food, I can sack it. Never mind, everything on my board's gonna die. Never fucking mind. Forget what I was even attempting to say there. It's only artifacts, right? Well, artifacts and creatures. guess I'll just scroll mob. Oh, okay. Is this just goblins, but with Kefka or with the Perforos as a commander? Interesting. I think now I do kill the banner. I've also missed like 3 or 4 land drops. That certainly doesn't help. No, I'll probably regret this, but... Oh, yeah, because with Perforos I can just pump. Hey, a 4th land. Cool. And Roman Throne is really my only play here. I'll choose Squirrel. And then probably die. In a turn or two. Hello? You have 2 cards. Can't be thinking that hard. You're mono red as well. No thinking is required with mono red. I'll have to pump. I hate these fucking printings. I'll have to use. Is it 8, 9, 10? I'll have to pump 3 times, which would be 9. Go ahead. Use all your mana to kill Roman Throne. Okay. Question is, do I shock in the tomb and then play Camellia? No, I think I do this, and then I kill this goblin. I really don't know what his deck is supposed to be doing. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much else to do here. How does last zone work again? I think I'm about to find out. Never mind. So I think he was ready to blast zone. Right then and there. Let's play this squirrel. So my thinking here is I can sack 2 foods. It'll gain me 6 life. The squirrel will get bigger. I guess it's giving him priority. So do this. Still gain 1, but I also draw. I probably should have blocked first. That's what I'm realizing now. I don't know why he's hesitating so much. Interesting. Demo field, the blast zone. I think I just do that. I go get a swamp. Yeah, I go get a swamp. And things like that are why I have demo field in my decks. So I can blow up bullshit lands like that. Oh, Innkeepers, Hallmark Siege. Then upgrade Innkeepers once. And by that, I mean I'll go fuck myself. Okay. Can't say I was expecting that. He has 1 card in hand. He has all the mana in the fucking world. He has 2 cards in hand. He has all the mana in the fucking world. I don't know what he's gonna be able to do. Any of it. Seems like nothing. And by that, of course, I mean I'm gonna play Camellia and she's immediately gonna get fucking nuked. I mean, let's just do it. She's gonna get nuked out of... She's gonna get fucking vaporized by something. A fucking planet's gonna fall out of the sky and just murder her. Huh? Maybe not? Huh. Never mind. There it is. Okay. Try that again. Yes. Okay. Doesn't seem like that card is an instant. Okay. We're still in there. Like swimwear. Okay. Okay. We're starting to cook here. I'm gonna many partings here. The pot is starting to boil. Forest. Place said forest. And then really start cooking. So this is how pattern's supposed to work with Camellia. Of course, everything is getting doubled by doubling season, so this is going to work very well. But so I sacked the food to forage for the abilities, so 2 squirrels were created. Usually it's 1, but 2 because doubling season. And then the counter ability resolves, puts, in this case, 2 counters on everything. And then I'm just going to do it again. I don't know what he's kind of waiting for. I'm gonna hope he doesn't have another board wipe in his hand. Okay. Chaos Warp, that's fine. Parasymbiosis, it's great. Okay. Well, we hung in there. And we prevailed. Somehow. Don't really know how. But you kind of saw how Camellia is supposed to work, so. Let's play Howler. Camellia is actually surprisingly good at, like, sustaining matches like that. Like long, drawn-out matches, Camellia can kind of thrive in. Oh, this is an interesting hand. I'm tempted to keep it, but I really shouldn't. I'm not. Okay, I pretty much just got the same hand with better lands. So that's fine. Do that, then I'm gonna gamble for... I pretty much always gamble for the same card. And that is a key to the city. This card was pretty much built for this deck. Even though it came out before the commander did. So, commander here, Captain Howler. They are 5/4 pirate with ward 2 generic and pay 2 life. Whenever I discard 1 or more cards, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn for each card discarded this way. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player this turn, I draw a card. So basically the way that I would play it is so I'm just thinking what to do with lands here. Make things evasive, declare them as attackers, check to see who's blocked and who isn't blocked, and then discard cards to punt them, and then draw cards. It's essentially how this deck plays. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Nikella. Just play Captain Howler. And then, so the reason I always get Key to the City is because it's perfect. Tap it, you discard a card, and then up to one target creature I control can't be blocked this turn. Second part is whatever. I rarely activate the second part. Oh no, I got hit by Snick. I'll do the red side of the pathway. Then I will I'm gonna play the Port Razor. Tap the key. Get rid of Dockside. So I discarded good cards, so now Captain Howler trigger activates. I'm going to put it on himself since I'm going to make him unblockable with key. I swing, I deal 7, I draw a card. That's how the deck works. And I have this deck built in Commander, pretty similar way. A lot of the times I end up killing at least one person with Commander damage with this deck. Yeah, I'm gonna force a negation that by exiling another counterspell. Shit on. Might actually activate it. No. So I can use the mana for Agnikella as well. Or I can just do this. If I had ways to... That's fine. Discard my only land. And draw and discard that guy. And like Howler can have multiple stacks, so when he hits here, I'm gonna drop 2 cards now, actually. I guess I'll do that. I guess I could have threatened by attacking with the port razor and make him decide what he wants to block, but doing it this way, it's just kind of more straightforward. Okay. Just gonna breach. He kind of whiffed on his own side. And he got dockside. Okay, he got a little bit of value. I mean, if he doesn't have a way to kill a Howler, or like my key, he's pretty much dead in the water here. Okay. He's gonna hurt himself. Is he just gonna kill himself? Is he waving the white flag? I mean, technically, he is gaining mana with this. He is generating more mana. Okay. That's not really gonna accomplish much. Okay. Well, so we'll gain some life here. Okay. He... Okay. We're gonna do this again. What's he playing at here? I mean, he's just fishing because he knows I can kill him next turn. I mean, he's not even fishing because he's not drawing. But he's just doing what he can to cast things from his hand. Here he might be killing himself. In game. And... Okay. Okay. Not bad. And Sanguinate was fucking poggers. Now him harmonizing for the Warren or Nature's Rhythm. Oh, yeah, Nature's Rhythm for the Warren Soul Trader. That was big brain. I mean, the only reason he'd be doing this is if he had an instant. Oh. Right. Yeah, Shatterfang. Forgot about that. Okay, he's gonna pay the 2, and the 2 life. It's gonna get -4. Is there any way I can buff his butt? I don't think so. I think I just let him die. Nah, I'm heckin' dead, I think. Nah, post. I mean, that was a good job by him. Great sequencing. He knew exactly how to play the deck. He knew exactly what he needed. That was great playing by him. Or her. Them. Whatever. Okay. Felthar. His hand's kind of dog shit. His hand's a little bit better. Not much. So assuming I don't draw another land. I guess I'll gotta reach first. And then, unless I draw another untapped land, I'll do Cephalid. Then Arcane Signet. I'll take a damage from Cephalid. Next turn we'll have 3 mana. Okay. It's actually a great card to draw there. Because I can gamble with the Arcane Signet. And I'll go get a land. No. Should I get a land? No, I'll just be greedy. Ditched Malcolm, which could have been useful, but whatever. See, most people play Felthar by just creating tokens, which is fine. Perfectly understandable. That's probably the correct way to play Felthar. I like playing Felthar the way I play them. And I say them because Felthar does identify as they them. To my understanding. I think I'm fucked here. I'm just gonna put that out there. When it's tapped. I'll probably just key to the city here. And I'll play that Skyray as well. Because I'm going to discard a card, so might as well get as much benefit out of it as I can. Okay. bad. So we got an amount of mana next turn. We don't have quite enough to overload Psych Rift yet. It's all going to depend on what we draw here. I'm not going to pay the 2. Okay, that is not really what I wanted to draw. I think what we do here is I'm going to Talisman. I'm going to Big Score. Ditch the Coastal Piracy. Key to the City. Ditch the Lackey. Howler more. They can't kill me next turn, surely. Oh, I can kill them right now. I do kill them right now. Even Stevens. I calculated that beforehand. Definitely. I'm going to be right back. Next will be Raga Draga. I'm just getting a drink real quick. Alright, pretty perfect timing. I sat down right as it popped. This is a pretty good hand. So we're in Treetop Village. I'm going to shock in the Stomping Ground and Animal Attendant. So we kind of played against it before, but Raga Draga, they give +2/+2 to creatures with mana abilities, which are mostly mana dorks. There are a few guys in here that technically have mana abilities that are not mana dorks. How to sequence this? I kind of want to get Rhythm out, but I also want to get Greaves out. I can't do that this turn. Not feasible. Literally just not possible. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to Rhythm the Wild and then swing. So yeah, get +2/+2 to creatures with mana abilities. Whenever I attack with a creature with a mana ability, I untap them, so basically they get vigilance. Fucking rude. And whenever I cast a spell, if at least 7 mana was spent to cast it, untap target creature, it gains +7/+7 and trample until end of turn. It's basically I have a bunch of mana dorks and big finishers. I don't really have anything to do here. So I'm just gonna surveil. I think I'm good on land for right now. Greaves. And we'll move on. So next turn will most likely be Ridgeline, Ragadraga, and then Greaves on the Ragadraga. Never mind. I didn't realize they had that on the board. God damn it. That's fine. I just Ragadraga just won't get a counter. That's fine. Ragadraga is about to get counterspelled. Let's watch it happen. Yeah, shocker. Why is Wash Away a card that exists in this game? By the way, the drink that I got, I've been seeing these around for a little bit. It's Poppy Soda, Poppi. I just wanted to give it a shot, see what it was all about. I'm gonna die next turn. And there's a few different flavors. I got like an 8-pack variety pack, which has like classic soda, so like Coke. Okay, it's great. Doc Pop, which is the one I got right now, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like Dr. Pepper. Lemon lime, so like Sprite, essentially. I think the other one's like cherry soda, maybe. I tried the original soda one. It was. It didn't taste like original Coke, really. It had a very weird taste. It wasn't like horrible, like I finished it. Um, but I definitely will not be getting at least that flavor ever again. I do have another one that I'll have to drink at some point. And these are supposed to be like healthy alternative sodas. Like it says prebiotic soda on it, so let's okay, so like here are all like my or not all of them, but some of the finishers. Having 3 of them in my hand right now is not the best thing in the world. What is this deck? Oh, doesn't this deck have some sort of dumb combo in it that I'm gonna hate? I should probably mulligan. Okay, this hand's even worse. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, alright, let's give this Doc Pop a shot. It's not bad. Like, it's definitely better than the original soda flavor. so it's got that going for it. But it's still not probably something I'll be buying again. And like, I'll definitely finish it now, but I'm experimenting. Okay. Else. Do this, and then run in the wild. Okay, so we're able to Ragged Dragon next turn, which is good. I'll give him a counter and then put the Greaves on him. The counter will from in the wild, obviously. Okay, that forest definitely helps. So Ragged Dragon. Counter. Greaves or haste. And then swing with both. Alright, not bad. I don't really know where to go from here. If I'm being honest. Alright, I think it is with this. I don't know. I don't remember the exact combo, how it works, but we'll see what happens. I only have 6 mana right now. So there's no reason really to pop Finale or Crackle. So I'll just Boulder. I guess give them a counter. And then the Greaves. Okay. Okay. We're in there. This is getting +2/+2 from Ragged Dragon because it is a. Never mind. No, it's not. It was. Because it was a creature with a mana ability. I know that might be shocking. I'm gonna kill this guy. He doesn't have any way to buff him, right? I mean, he wants to boast trigger is what he wants. Oh. Oh, I'm a moron. Okay. Understood. That. I understood that reference. I think I'm just gonna not bother. Yeah, I did not realize what was gonna happen there. That was good. That was, you know, kudos to them. They know how to play their deck. I don't know how to play their deck. Um, okay, this hand's fine. We'll start with Castle Ehrenberg. We'll Mountain and then the Mentor next turn. Okay. That's whatever. Selvala here. Selvala's kind of busted in this deck. Because what you can do is you cast one of the big guy, something big. And then you give Selvala the +7/+7 untap and trample. And then you can tap Selvala again for a butt ton more mana, and then you can keep untapping, buffing, casting the giant spells. And just buffing her to infinity with trample and one-shot someone. Here, I just tree tap because I'm not gonna be able to do anything else. Yeah, I played this, the commander version of this deck, against my friends recently, and I had that happen, and it was kinda silly. I don't really need the forest anymore at this point, because I have Selvala. So, okay, I'll get the forest anyway. Okay, so I have 4. So if I make him creature, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6. Okay. So I think the play is to do this. I mean, they know both. They know this is all coming. They know what's about to happen. Pretty sure I can pay for both. What did that just accomplish? Huh? Are they fishing for something? Or... Okay. Yeah, so that's the kind of bullshit you can do with Selma in that deck. Alright, so this is Abigail, Poet Laureate. They're a new card from Strixhaven. There's Secrets of Strixhaven, I should clarify. I don't think this deck's very good. It can do okay, but mostly it sucks. Because it tends to be kinda slow. By kinda, I mean obnoxiously slow. Abigail, 2/3 flying. Whenever I cast a creature, Abigail becomes prepared. The prepared spell is Heroic Stanza. Sorcery, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So what this deck has in it is basically a bunch of creatures that when you target them or another creature with a spell, something happens. Or if they get a counter put on them, something happens. So stuff like that. So yeah, it can be good, but it tends to not be. I'm gonna play Brigone here. Abigail's gonna get prepared. So yeah, like Brigone, whenever I cast a spell that targets Brigone, they get a counter. So I'm gonna do this. Actually, I'll put it on Abigail for this time, so that I can kind of block Terra here. I'm not gonna swing with the Legion and Duelist either. I'll keep them back for block. Unless their commander's just gonna throw goblins at my guys. I mean, Siege Gang commander. Not their commander Terra. Hello? I don't know what it is with, like, I think this happens on all prepared, like, all cards with prepared on it. I don't know why it shows mana, like I think it's trying to show the mana cost of Heroic Stanza, but it's bugged. I'm assuming that's what it's trying to do. What? What? Okay. Oh wait, I can just bog. See ya. Later. I don't really know what my plan is here, to be honest. Rude? Please no shoot. No shoot, no gun. I'm just gonna do this. Because otherwise what's gonna happen is they're gonna swing with Terra, hit me, and they're gonna bring back this guy. I don't know. Rude things are gonna happen. And at least they sacked their commander, so I didn't lose 3 life to my own anguish and making. I got that going for me. That's pretty much the only thing I have going for me right now. Which I have to do Abigail there, or I'm dead. Not that I won't be dead next turn, probably. Ah, cool. Great. Fantastic. You might see me murder a deck here. What was that noise? Huh. Um, Wait. I like realize something. I don't have. Whoops. Hold on. Oh. I need to add something. This. Whoops. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that noise was. I'm gonna assume that was a weird magic thing. Like, I don't think that was like an alert because I don't really have alerts set up, which I probably should at some point, just in case. But I realized I didn't have an activity feed in my Twitch dashboard. Oh, I can check one other thing. Oops. Yeah, okay, that was nothing. Anyway, um, this is an okay hand, I guess. Um, Always open with singular planes so that they can shit their pants. Waiting for a Path to Exile or a Swords Plowshares or an Erode. Now, Erode's in the game. I love now that there's a third. Just like destroy target creature that costs 1 white. We love that for us. Just get Abigail out. So with killing out spells that target a creature cost 2 less to cast. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is Duelist. I'm going to not pay. Abigail's gonna get prepared. Excuse me. We're gonna cast the stanza on Killian. And swing. And take that back. I hate Sword Splasher. In that exact moment, I hit it. But we're okay now. just gonna do that, I guess. I don't really know. The fact that I only have 3 lands right now is kind of unfortunate. They are supposed to be at least 1 land ahead of me. Or, no, they're not. They shouldn't be more than 1 land ahead of me. But I've missed a bunch of land drops already, somehow. You see that if I do that? No. I just brought my Steam overlay up for a sec. Do that, I guess? Oh, I didn't really mean to pay that. That's fine. Hey. Yay. Just block with Simulacrum so you're even more ahead of me. That's what I care. I mean, we got him down to 8. That's pretty good. And I can path his Zomnath when he plays it. Or they can farewell. And I'm the saddest person that's ever existed. Why do I have mana conflicts in here? Well. Essentially just another Caves of Koilos. Except worse. Just get Abigail back out. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to, I didn't mean to click there. Path of Exile. Path to Exile. Gonna decline heuristic study. We're going to Phalanx Leader, and then Stanza on the Phalanx Leader. It's gonna hurt a little bit. But I think that's kind of the best play we have right now. And attack with Abigail. Now they're down to 5. Now I cry. Okay. Got another land. That's pretty poggers. I think what we're gonna do here is cast this guy. I'm gonna pay the 1. So I only need 3 mana. Okay. Sure. Whatever. What's this guy's plan here? What's he going for? Okay, Omnaths again. I kill it again. Alright, glad we're on the same page here. Oh, Abigail again. Okay. That's not at all terrifying. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you might see me kill this deck. I'm gonna give it one more shot. And if it can't hold its own, the bird will not be living. This hand is kinda dog shit. He says as he keeps it. We can make it work. Do they care about their graveyard? I don't think they do. Okay. I keep drawing lands. I mean, I guess it's okay. In the back of my mind, I've just been thinking of casting this guy here, but turns out I'm not going to need that. Okay, well, now I know what I'm targeting with the Witch Enchanter. That decision became very easy. Get the fuck out of here. Leave. Go away. No one likes you. Unless you're on their team. And they like you a lot. But you weren't on my team, so...
I'm taking the lead.
Okay. Do that. Abigail back out. Um, let's throw a line to these two. Threaten Oko. Oko will die.
Be a next time.
Of course, now I'm going to win with the deck, but it's only because this deck is probably dog shit. The deck that I'm up against. It's probably dog shit. Okay. Hope Singer here, and then I'm gonna stanza the hopes. Never mind. I'm not gonna do any of that. I also forgot to draw with Bragon. God damn it. At least they still get prepared. I have that. I'm gonna target Abigail with that. And then swing with everything. Okay. Okay, they now have more lands than me, so I can cast the knight here. Next turn, obviously. Now remember to do this. Okay, so yeah, I can do this into this. Go get um I'll just get this. Keep him on top. I will cast Rogue Stanza on Bragon. And we're gonna swing. At their face. Alright, that's fine that the witch died. They did their job of killing doubling season. Hey Shikigami, this is Brawl that I'm playing. It's essentially 1v1 commander. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for popping in. I'm playing a not good deck right now. I don't know how I'm currently in the lead. I foresee that's about to change as things are occurring. remember to draw off Bragon at the end of their turn. Okay. Draw here. Okay. Let's see. Can we pull this off? So I will do that. Oh, no, I did that wrong. Oops. What does this guy do? I just 6-5 tripler. Okay. I'm gonna just attack with Abigail here. And then do this. And then turn.
For the Undertaker.
Okay. Things are happening. Shikigami, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate it. I don't have alerts set up, but I do still have an activity feed, so I can see that. Let's see what they're gonna become. Probably that, yeah. That was... But they can't attack with the Oko copy, which is fine. Which is great. It's fantastic. I don't really need the knight anymore, so I'll block there. Yeah, I think they realize that they're done. They're done too. I'll just draw an extra card for the hell of it. Mantar, sick. How can I'll just do this. And then that. I don't know how I pulled that out with this deck. That's kind of dog shit. To be honest. Shikigami, I don't I don't know. I'm just not really into that right now. I appreciate the offer. I'm probably gonna wrap up soon here anyway. Just getting a little rundown. But I appreciate, yeah, I appreciate the offer. Let's just be a bad person, play Hair Parents. Um, yeah. Out of curiosity, Shikigami, how did you find this channel? Were you Are you aware of the TF tools and their existence, or did you just stumble upon this stream? Because if you stumbled upon the stream, that's awesome. Thank you. Don't know how that happened. Okay. Mountain, I don't know. Doesn't matter, really. So yeah, this is Hair Parent. Play as many Hair Parents as I can, make a bunch of fucking rabbits. Balin is able to use all the tokens that are created to either make more mana, draw more cards, or buff Balin. And then you just win the game by having a bunch of fucking rabbits. Sure, I'll attack. I'll probably block. Or not. Okay. Just gonna double Heir Apparent. No, it's Hair Apparent. Because it's the rabbit. Hair Apparent. I'll just attack with Balin here. No, they'll throw Tiny Bones in front of it, probably. No. I will not do that. Imagine they'll swing with Cruel Claw. I'll just block with my 2 of my tokens. I guess 3. I'll block with all 3. Okay, either way. Now I just get to draw an extra card. Okay, so I'm going to assume he has Eldrazi in the deck. If they have that. Yeah, let's just make more rabbits. Play Goblin Bombardment. I will just swing out. I will then do that. So at least I got 6 damage through. And by that, of course, I mean I get 7 damage through. I'm gonna do that. Make sure Cruel Claw dies. I don't care that when my Hair Apparent dies. Hair Apparents die. I mean, I can just kill them with Goblin Bombardment here. They're really gonna make me go through all this? Come on, you can... You can... there you go. Concede whenever you want. just gonna play it again. This is one of my favorite decks. I know it's kind of chummy. Chummy? Cheesy? I don't know. It can be annoying to play against. Put it that way. But it's, I don't know. It's just a deck that I love to play. Because there's multiple different ways that you can win the game with this deck. Like, I have it set up that way. Like, I have, like, things like Impact Tremors, got a little Bombardment, as you just saw. I have, like, Halo Fountain in here. I believe I have a Crater Hoof in here. I believe. And then yeah, like, I forget what the card's called. Team Avatar, I think is what it's called. Which allows you to possibly win with Balin attacking alone. And then if you have a bunch of rabbits out from Heir Apparents, and then you pay or tap 4 tokens to give him +1 or 3 +1/+1 counters and trample until end of turn, and you can just steamroll through. It's under tapped because I can really only just play the Heir Apparent. I'm missing a green mana source, which is unfortunate. Cultivate, okay. Like, cultivate doesn't take too long. Just picking 2 lands. Okay. Still missing green mana. But it's okay. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get that green mana. Golos, really? Hey, there's that green mana.
That's rough, buddy.
Well, at least they don't have Golos anymore. I'll just try them. Yeah. Okay. I'll get a Lishborka, I guess. This isn't going to be very useful if I don't have hair pairs. So, choose one airbend. Airband, silent of cards as owner. Yeah, so I would get Balin back. Yeah. No, I will not move Balin to the command zone. Okay. Okay, we're gaming. We're doing the thing. What the thing is, I don't know. Okay. Got one heir apparent. We're cooking. Has to attack. And then they're gonna die to the Crown War. He loved that for us. Okay. That's understandable. I mean, fuck it. At this point, I'm banking on either Ascend or Raise the Past. What the fuck is happening? Wait, oh, why did they... Did they get an extra turn right there? What just... What? Um, I... I'm so confused what's going on. I think I missed something? Or they got an extra turn somehow? Or they were just able to untap all their lands? I don't really know what's going on. Things are occurring. I think I'm fucked. To put it lightly. Wait, he just attacked, but he hasn't... What's giving him these extra turns? What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm clearly missing something. Okay, well, this time we played Time Warp. No, I'm not doing this. Not sitting through this. Get me out. Again? Stuff really tastes like... I don't know. Almost, I mean, it tastes like medicine, almost. But, like, not in the good way. And that might be a weird statement. Because there are medicine tastes that I like. I personally like. I understand if other people don't. But this tastes like bad medicine. Or bad tasting medicine. This is a little bit of a risky keep, but I have the Valley Quest color to scry, so that should be okay. Okay. It's here, then a hair. I'll leave that on top. It's not a land, but it's still a very good card. With Balin and the Hair Parents. Oh, excuse me. I just had a really weird burp go through. Or try to bite its way through. I kind of suppressed it. Just Hair Parent here so I can scry again. I already have Perforos in hand. I guess I'll leave that on top. I kind of just instinctively did that, forgetting that I was kind of looking for a land, but that's fine. Cool, cool. Yeah. Sick. I had a feeling something like that was going to happen. Okay, we got birds against rabbits. Yeah, it's a mulligan. This is also probably gonna be a mulligan. Okay. We're going to get rid of Ascend, I guess. I don't know. I'll probably Yavimaya here. And Yavimaya and then hair. Right. Starting town is my white source right now. It's my singular white source right now. We'll get Balin out. And swing. Bada bada. Okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. So I can get a white mana source that's not going to hurt me. Perfectly fine with that. Just got Balin back out. I'll swing with the hair since I have Raids of Past in hand. I'm not really afraid of losing my hair appearance. Especially also since he's playing birds. So I'm not going to be able to block his attackers. Obviously. I'll just double hair here. I'll swing with Balin. Doing okay here. I'm more likely than not be drawing an extra card. Right now. Not at the end of his turn. Like I was originally planning. I don't really have a lot of enchantment removal. So I will have to put him in the command zone. Her? Them? I don't know. Okay. We hit one of the big ones. Dazzling Theater. So now my creature spells have Convoke. Now will allow me to cast Balin this turn. Okay. We're going to... I'm actually going to cycle this. Okay, okay. Hmm. I think I'm wearing Tide's Light here. Yeah. So I'm not gonna attack with them. I guess I could have exiled his guys so Balin could get through. Oh, he would have. Yeah, whatever. It's whatever. Yeah. That's fine. Still got a bunch of bunnies. I think they missed the second half of Morning Tide's Light there. Gentlemen. Ditch that. Don't really need it. So we got a bombardment. We unlock the other side of this, so all my guys will untap. I swing out. Which is... Okay, I'll just do that. And I just do this. Yep. I don't know if they thought that made them hexproof, or if they thought it's one of the spells that made it so they don't lose life that turn. But yeah, that's not how that ended up going now. I think I'm gonna call it there. Actually, let me see. Oh, there's two decks I didn't get to, but I'm like winding down. So I think I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. I'll be back live tomorrow. I don't know exactly when. It'll probably just be in the nighttime because I'm obviously gonna go spend some time with my mom. Um, so yeah, it'll probably be after I get back from that. We might dabble in something else. We might go back to Diablo. I'm not sure. Depends what I'm feeling tomorrow. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching the VOD if you're doing that. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.